is God, yeah. Mention his name, all knees will bow. Why? Those tears, cause the joy, joy of the Lord is your strength. He won't give you more than you can bear. No way. In the morning, the troubles are dawning. The joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning. It's gonna be alright. The troubles are dawning. The joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning. Good morning. Don't worry, don't cry. Everything will be alright. Move your frown and smile a while. The troubles won't last all night. Happiness is yours, just claim it. On Calvary, Jesus paid it. Don't be ashamed to stand up and say it. Jesus, make a smile and you can't contain it. Everything would be alright. Your troubles won't last all night. Smile and make your face look like Jesus, make all the heavy load light. Everything would be alright. Your troubles won't last all night. Smile and make your face look like Jesus, make all the heavy load light. The troubles are dawning, the joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning, good morning. The troubles are dawning, the joy coming in the morning. Just smile and say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Make your face look nice. It's gonna be alright. No trouble's gonna keep me down. Turning my frown, turn it upside down. My situation turning around, it's turning around, it's turning around. This joy is unspeakable. My God is unshakable. Give me joy to my belly full. Can't find this joy no way uncapable. This joy that's inside of it is for all the world to see. I serve in the Almighty, and He's setting captives free. This joy that's inside of it is for all the world to see. I serve in the Almighty, and He's setting the captives free. Yeah. It's gonna be alright.
Oh, there you go. Good morning, everybody. Morning. We tried to beat the time.
We did.
Off by about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
About 3 seconds. Good morning, everybody. This is Zach. Good morning, T. Going like 3.9 FM. You can't see us, but don't worry about it. We here. we actually here. We are trying to beat the time. We want to beat out 12 o'clock. That's so could be. Good morning, T. Good morning, Mary Life Born Walker. Good morning, Julianne says greetings. Mary Life Born Walker says good morning.
Morning,
I hope you're doing well, Mary, in these trying times that you find yourself in. Down there at the PHA. The PA Public Hospitals Authority.
But isn't she the PHA?
I mean,
And she works at the PMH?
She works at PMH, but she represents the PHA. Slamming doors, as for your slams doors.
Sorry.
We coming up right now. I just waiting for the situation to situate.
Y'all realize it took me 6 years to realize that Princess PMH, I knew it stood for Princess Margaret Hospital, but it just never dawned on me that it was named after Princess Margaret.
Margaret.
The sister of.
It was named after Maggie.
The sister of.
The Queen.
The Right Honourable. She's Her Majesty. Don't let me disrespect the office.
The Queen.
Her Majesty, Lisbeth.
Lizzie, yeah.
Good
morning, everybody. Welcome, man. Welcome to that Good Morning Team. We can see us now. We up there now. We had to close doors and do things and move things around. And we're just trying to get the camera up there.
There we go.
All right, there you go. So how y'all doing this morning? As y'all can see, Alfred is here this morning. Alfred's been gone for a while. But Alfred's back. He brought Alfred back this morning.
Oh, man. For those of you who have not yet met Alfred, introduce.
Say, this is Alfred.
Introduce yourself. Okay.
So Alfred is here this morning. Definitely Afroing. Doing what Afro
Very Afro-y. You're giving me, I'm not going to lie, you're giving me Afro Man vibes. I was going to sing the song, but then I realized we're on Glory 93.9
but hey,
radio.
One People United. Got my shirt on today. Shirt created by myself. One People United. It says in love and service. Like, if you know the Bahamian national anthem. I mean, Bahamian pledge. Sorry.
I was going to say Delton.
Bahamian
One thing
pledge.
about me, I know the anthem.
Bahamian pledge.
So one time they asked me to sing the song, sing the anthem.
They did?
To open a meeting.
Oh, I wouldn't do it. I won't lie to you. As a Bahamian all my life. Grew up singing the national anthem. Somewhere between Pledge and Press Excel, I just get them words can match right up every time. So I
got one word wrong.
I commend you, man.
I got one word wrong. I can't remember what it was, but I remember feeling like I'd failed.
Yeah, no, that right there, the pressure of that. I remember doing that once or twice at assembly in high school. Oh, the pressure.
Yeah.
The pressure.
And the thing for me is
press and onwards. What you get? Like right around there.
I think it was.
I'm pledged to excel. I get them too mixed up all the time, and I don't like it.
Anyway, so that's for anyone who wants to tell me I ain't a Bahamian.
Yeah. So you didn't sing it.
Have you had to open a staff meeting with the national anthem?
Not just that, man. I want you to remember that you sound the Bahamian national anthem at the World Relays.
Come on!
To open it up, the World Relays.
Y'all, give me my certificate. Give me my red.
Give her a form. Where the paper?
Not the form. I need the stamp.
You want a stamp?
Give me the form. Give me the stamp.
She wants the blue passport, people.
Nah,
I know. Okay, never mind. Took it too far.
Don't worry about it. No, I want one, but don't stress.
This is a good time to do this election season. You can get a passport right now. Like, what you need to do? You want to vote?
Who do I need? Who do I need to talk to? Because I told you my vote carries weight. My vote carries weight.
For? Like,
I need a guarantee that whoever I'm voting for coming out of the other side of this
on behalf of the Commonwealth, I'm voting on behalf of the Commonwealth. It's the Governor General, myself. We represent the Queen.
I feel like fellow members of the Commonwealth should have some voting rights in
definitely from
the Bahamas.
If you're from where the Queen is from, you definitely should.
I mean,
we independent though. One people united. Good morning, one. Good morning, all.
Good morning, big. Good morning, small.
Good morning, short. Good morning, tall.
Good morning, all y'all. I don't care that it's 12:04.
We don't care. We said what we said.
We said what we said. And it is what we say it is. Your decent friends and my little do
ain't do it.
It ain't doing for my do. I washed my locks this morning, so I trying to. They don't know how to sit. They ain't quite sure what we do.
They know what to do. Like, are we still wet? Are we dry?
We got it. We can go. We could just.
So good morning, everybody. Like and share to those who are on here. Shaquinda. Hey, Shaquinda. I ain't seen Shaquinda in a minute. I don't think we have. Oh, she might have been.
Yeah, no, I feel like a couple weeks.
Yeah. Shauna's here this morning. Marisha's here.
Good morning, Ghana.
We couldn't play our intro.
We didn't even play our intro, babe.
It was too late. We couldn't play it.
It's too much going on.
We were being way past 12. We couldn't play the intro. Cassie is here. Yeah, Cassie can see us now. We here. Monita is here. Who else?
I never sent you what Neatamo sent me last week, you know.
No, you didn't.
I need to send Neatamo. I sent them today.
Jody Ann is here. Talking about skin of our teeth.
So just about.
Right there.
Just about.
I
told Delton, take what he wants from the package.
Yeah,
once I start,
this bag going fast. Do I watch
go into the bottom of the bag.
This bag's going very fast.
He believed me not.
I didn't believe the word.
He didn't mix this word with faith.
No.
I told you. Believe, what did he say? Believe the Lord your God. Believe his prophet. That biscuit packet ain't gonna last more than 25 minutes. Okay.
So, come on, everybody. Let's do our housekeeping. Happy birthdays to all those celebrating birthdays.
I don't even feel like we did birthdays last week.
I think I did. I don't know. I think we just started talking about the show, and next thing you know, we had a whole topic again.
It was deep in these streets.
Yeah, a whole topic. Speaking of the vaccines, it's finally official that they now mixing the Delta variant this year. Another variant.
I was like, y'all didn't know that all this time?
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't make it official, so they was like, y'all just hearsay. Y'all don't know it's here. And okay, all right. Y'all was right. It was here. So
you skipping ahead again. See,
I did?
You did it again.
I did. Sorry.
You did it again.
Anywho, birthday celebrations. Anybody celebrating in this? This is the second week now.
I'm feeling singing this morning.
You want to sing happy birthday to somebody? Well, you feeling the sanctified.
I feel it in my spirit.
Strong and heavy. So who I got? I got Abby's daughter celebrating today. That's Felicia Rigby. Abby's our Get Up player from Life Virtual Center. She's
the
celebrating.
The one and only, the legend.
Who's this? This is a fellow classmate of mine. He's old. Another classmate of mine celebrating Melody.
What did you say?
Oh, like I really old. I remember now that he was old.
You said he's a classmate, so does that mean you're also old?
No, because I can remember one election where he left the vote.
What do you mean?
Like he left school. Like our school we was on like a half-day situation. I mean, he had to go to school or something, and he left school to vote. Like, he hops in his car, was parked outside the gate. He hops in his car outside the gate, and he went and vote, and then he came back to do what we had to do. Inky finger and all. So, yeah, no, he's all. Aisha Thompson is also celebrating today. And we met her through business things. Anyway,
okay, so it's not somebody.
No, that's somebody you
know. Sometimes I feel like I should know people and I don't know them.
No, you wouldn't know. And anybody else celebrating on today or on yesterday? Who celebrated yesterday? You have any friends? Any friends of yours?
I have a faithful friend and follower of DGMT all the way from the UK. Her name is Femi. It's not her birthday today, but it's her daddy's birthday.
Happy birthday, Daddy Femi.
To him. That's the daddy. And in the Nigerian culture, that's what you call people.
Daddy
yeah,
Femi.
like you call them mummy or mummy, the name of their first child.
Nice.
Mummy. Fumbi. Mummy.
See, I was right. It's in my system. It's in the blood. I knew that without even knowing it. I knew it.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to that.
Jody says she's celebrating in September, and I say, why not? This morning, I looked at my December Girls Rock t-shirt, and I considered it. I did.
just
because some people have started celebrating Christmas, so I might as well. Do you understand? Once people start preparing for Christmas, my birthday is here.
It's here.
It's here.
Once you get past that whole August situation.
Once you get over that hump, back to school. Once kids are back in school, countdown to Christmas, buddy.
On this day, we can't help but we commemorate the lives of lost on September 11th.
Yeah.
That fateful morning, I never forget it. Coming back home to realize that I didn't realize that he could get killed by homicide fast during that time. Because I left, and when I went back to Island Kitchen to where Lura was, she had a TV on. We didn't have a TV. We didn't have a TV when I left this morning. she
had purchased
because at this time, Denzel had just left, I think, to go off to school to North Carolina.
Wow.
He had just left. So oh no, he's old, definitely old.
Because I remember where I was.
I was in high school. I was in high school.
That was my first day of high school. No, it was the first day in the second week.
Yeah,
it was a Monday. Was it a Monday?
No.
Someone check. Was it a Monday?
I can't remember which day it was. I can't remember which year. I was like, man, see what year.
It's 2011.
2011.
I was in grade 7. I had just started high school. September 2011.
Yikes.
I know. That's what I was like.
You just started high school?
I just started high school.
I was getting ready to. Wow, I was pretty dead.
I was still trying to make friends. And meanwhile, your wife was in primary, so don't do it.
Yeah, so I was at that time getting ready.
Oh, 2001. I said 11. Yeah, 2001. Sorry. I was 11. I was 11 years old, and it was 2001. Marisha, you're correct. Y'all are correct. It wasn't 2011. It was
2001, yeah.
Because then how would it be 20 years anniversary today?
It was a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday.
It was a Tuesday. And so, around that time, Dessa just gone to school. So, Laura heard the news. It was a panic. She went and got TV.
Oh my goodness!
Let's follow, see what's happening, see what is going on, and it was a day. It was a very tragic thing.
Because I remember in my house we didn't watch TV in the morning. You didn't watch TV before you went to school. You did devotion.
Yeah.
And you went your bed while the gospel music was playing in the background, and you went to school. That morning the TV was on, and that for me was already the indicator that something is going on because the TV was on and my mum was watching the news before I went to school, and I didn't understand it. I didn't get what the big deal was. It wasn't. No, that's not correct. I'm trying to remember the time.
Because the time would have been
because it wouldn't have been morning.
5 hours. That'd be afternoon for you.
I think it's when I got home the TV was on, and that was weird because my mum was watching news.
Yeah, so
it's when I got home.
And you said this now. I said they listen on radio in class. Same thing for us. The teacher, our homeroom teacher, had that bad boy on.
Our homeroom teacher told us about it, and we were kind of and she looked sad, and we were like, "Sis, what's wrong?" First of all, what's the World Trade Center?
For you, it's at least
what is that?
Where is that?
Where is that? What is that? Why is this such a problem?
Yeah. So, but for us, I remember our home teacher tell us, and we were talking about it, and then there's a little fair fact decided to hit when there was another plane, and then we heard there was another attack somewhere else. Hold on now, where all this is happening? Just all over the U.S. What is really happening?
So that it was what time? Hour?
3:12.
No, by 1 o'clock.
2, yeah, 5.
So by the time we got to registration,
So by 8:46, they said the first attack happened by 8:46 that morning. So that'll be in 12:46 for y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 12. That'll be in the afternoon. So for us, yeah. So that first thing in the morning, I think it was sort of like a pause on the day for us at school. Because I was like, hold on now, like what's
And you're close.
Yeah, like so exactly.
You guys
so it's
are
like,
close.
hold
So
on
that
now. Like what's happening? What's really happening?
Like I can imagine a terrorist attack in France would have a different impact on the UK than because
of the proximity. Like, United States, okay.
True.
So for us, it was like, hold on, like New York, okay, all right,
that's right there.
Phil, hold on, but all right, so hold on now, which plane's going? So all of a sudden, I started to look like, hold on, what's happening? Yeah. And then at the time, cell phone wasn't around, so we couldn't call Denton and be like, "Hey, what's happening over there?" Because he had no cell phone. He had nothing to call. So it was just and so we remember that on this day. How long is that now? 2001, 20 years.
Today's the 20th anniversary. And I think that's why there's been a lot of buzz about it this week. Because one of my colleagues came and she had an article that she wanted us to do with the kids. And she's like, oh, because it's the anniversary. I was like, the anniversary's not till Saturday. She's like, so why is everyone talking about it? And I was like, I think it's because it's the 20th anniversary of that event that just changed our lives forever. Changed the way we communicate, changed the way we travel, changed the way we viewed the West and the East. Just changed everything.
Introduced us to Osama bin Laden, somebody we never heard about.
Saddam Hussein.
On the whole group.
And then on this 20th anniversary, at the same time, you got what's going on in Afghanistan, because this opened the door to the war in Afghanistan, the 20-year war in Afghanistan that apparently just ended.
Abruptly.
The troops.
We never talked about that either. That's
we tired.
To me, that's still weird. That whole Afghanistan situation, that the US just leave and they left so much stuff behind. Like, okay to leave, but they literally left.
But there was always a question of why they were there, what was going on.
Yeah. Anyway, we don't talk about US politics.
Yeah, we don't talk about US politics.
We don't really get involved. War. None of that good morning team. Besides this war against FDM, PLP, we do talk about politics. So anything else? Any other housekeeping issues as we go over our church announcements for this morning?
To
get the church announcements out the way.
Announcements. We continue with the continuance of the issues that must continue. The pandemic.
The Panasonic.
The virtual schools,
which my child is now starting to get
fully ingrained in.
But he's getting tired.
He's getting tired. He laughs now.
Certain days you just check out. Just like, all right, I
bless his heart.
It's like, I done now. I
had a moment with my colleagues and I said, I'm usually very optimistic. Y'all know me. I'm very optimistic. I always will try and just tackle the challenge at hand. But this virtual business is starting to get to me. It's starting to get to me. I can't. Guys, I'm finding it really difficult. Because I had a day where it's one of those lessons where I had half of the kids on Zoom, half of the kids in class. Not only do you have to deal with kids participating on different mediums, in different forms, you also have to cater to different needs. So I already had a lesson that required me to do the same thing, the same activity in 3 different ways for the different needs in my class. So I was trying to set up and I was like, wait, hold on. I can't just allocate the different activities to the different kids with the different needs. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do the ones on Zoom and the ones in the room. And I had a moment and I was like, wait.
You should do now? He's like,
break down. I need a minute, guys. Stay outside. I'm coming. This wasn't coming. No. It's 1:45. I know, baby. Just give me a minute.
A few minutes.
Give me a minute.
Yo, social distance outside.
Woo! Chile. It was rough. I'm not going to lie to you. That was...
Made it through?
I made it through because here I am.
Yeah.
Before you today.
Still standing.
Yeah. So...
Shauna said she didn't try this semester. So this semester different.
Yeah, I see Shauna posting pictures of her notebook and her screen. Yeah, ma'am, press on.
All right, we back.
Can you hear me now?
We turn off things.
Can you hear me now?
So yeah, it's definitely been a different time now, especially for my 3-year-old. Well, no, like, do I have to go to school today? Like, is school again today? Like, yes, it is, sir.
And if you see Dallas on any weekday evening, you know what kind of day he's had at school. because he carries that on his
Yeah,
face.
yeah. No, that's there. That's
Carries
there all
that
day.
there on his face. Bless
And
his
so
heart.
yeah, so it's still still in there. We still
in the trenches.
encouraging the vaccinations.
Yeah. apparently.
Vaccinations are still going on. We still have the different. I think they say they're out of the first dose of AstraZeneca here in the Bahamas.
They're now out of the first dose.
Yeah.
The dose we got in February.
Yeah. No, I think
Plasma.
we got more since then. I think of AstraZeneca. I think we got more since then. But we have. So I think now they're just doing
Pfizer only?
Pfizer's still there.
It sounds like more people want to take Pfizer anyway.
It's not the same. See, like Pfizer's now the jab of choice.
The
the jab of
Your
choice.
jab of choice. That's
It's Pfizer. It's Pfizer.
Imagine vaccination companies started to do like commercials,
I do funny ones.
like not even funny ones, but like pitting like against each other.
Yeah.
Why? You know how sometimes like I don't know if you guys do it here, but like the grocery stores, like the big grocery stores, what we have called like Asda, which is our version of Walmart, and then we have like Tesco and we have Morrison's, and they'll sometimes do like a shady advert where they'll say our prices are lower, so they'll like put up an Asda receipt with the items and a Morrison receipt with the items and show how Morrison comes up cheaper. Imagine they started doing that with vaccines, like a shady.
Like how many people have died since taking Johnson & Johnson? Us.
Imagine that. Oh my
Like
goodness.
Johnson & Johnson? 1,000. That's us.
And I guess, you know what?
240.
That's very that.
We win it.
We can get there. We can get there. We can get there. Miss Walker's telling us that the Johnson & Johnson is also available.
Johnson & Johnson.
Isn't that just in the Family Islands though?
But I know I don't know how, I didn't hear anything since then, but I know they say that they wanted to push that strongly for the Family Islands because of the travel and all
Right.
that stuff.
But so
It makes it
you
easier
can
for the
still get
family.
it in
and-
New Providence.
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
make your appointments. Go upon the website
Interessante.
and make the appointment. Get your vaccines. Especially seeing what's happening now with this whole election situation. We had a little glimpse of what's to come.
So first of all, I had no idea what was going on. Like none. I didn't know it was a thing.
Advance
So it
poll.
wasn't until I got to praise team practice on Thursday, and the members, some of my praise team members, were talking about advanced polls. I say, what is that? They say, oh, voting today. I said, no, I can vote me today. It's not the 23rd. What? First, it's not the 16th. 1, 2. I went to work today, so that can't be.
Yeah.
And then they explained to me the idea of advanced polls. Listen to me. I'm a grown woman. I have never. I'm sure we do it in the UK. Just never been
100% sure.
aware of it.
100% sure I'll do it in the UK.
Just never known it to be a thing. So I've been educated once again. DGMT is this week on another facet of the election process and this idea of advanced polls. So I was introduced to it. I was like, okay, all right.
It's very like what common sense. Where does the common sense variant going to start spreading?
There's an irony in the fact that it's called common sense when
Common.
it is indeed
It's so
uncommon.
not common at all. But you say Johnson & Johnson's also available in Nassau
Nassau as
and
well.
Freeport, just as an update. And I got this notification from
Get your one jab and you're done.
my mother-in-law, who's a part of the unit, that they now have a vaccine mobile unit that is doing it to individuals and their caretakers. So if you are homebound, they do it for hearing and vision impaired, physically disabled, mentally challenged.
Okay.
And you want to just be home. They have a mobile unit now that's going around and giving the jab. So if you want to pre-register for that mobile unit, in case persons who listening Glory 93.9 and want to get it, the number to call is 827-1325.
Oh.
827-1325.
Listen, everything
Or
going down.
listen to me, or you can email mobilevaxteam02@gmail.com.
02.
02. That's mobile, MOBILE, Vax, VAXTEAM, team 02@gmail.com to register for your
Very,
mobile
very good.
unit vaccine. Look at me doing health.
I mean, I was just like, we interrupt our regularly scheduled program
for this
for
brief
this brief
commercial
announcement.
about your health. So yeah, the advanced polls happen. That's usually done for and Vera's 2 for 2 and pulling out our plug.
Say 3 strikes and you're out.
So anyway, so the advanced polling is usually done for those persons. You're traveling in the week of of the election.
That's what I couldn't quite understand.
If you are,
Because some of the people I saw who had voted, I was like, what category do you fit into?
is the usually those that are disabled or have some handicap,
Right. Or senior citizens. Right.
So you don't understand on the long lines. Irony of that statement. So you don't understand the long lines, especially during the pandemic. You wanted to get away from the hustle and bustle of the crowds, and so you would sign up for advanced polling.
Right.
Or persons who are working. You have to work the election, like the official, the police force, defense force, so on.
Okay.
They don't open up all the polling stations.
Right, obviously, because I was at work.
Used to work. So they give you a few polling stations.
Right.
First on the family islands for this time. They had to fly down to vote.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone fly down.
Not even one on each family island?
I don't know which one it was. I don't know if it's all the islands or just a few. But they had some advanced polling for different family islands. They had to fly down. For Andros, they had to fly down here. And they voted at UB. I remember that because I saw it on the news.
That's a lot of cost.
That's a lot of cost. Vote. And persons did it too.
Wow.
Yeah, so they had to vote. They had to fly down and vote in Nassau. From what I saw,
you had to pay the test.
You had to pay the test,
and then pay
the ticket, and then you get test to go back. I guess.
And then Lord Jesus, you made miss your flight going back because the line was longer than you planned for it to be.
Yeah. So if you plan to do like a 1 day, I can catch a first flight.
Yeah, catch that.
Come out that afternoon. You might have missed that.
Make it for lunch.
Yeah. So, based on what I saw,
what you saw, do you have pictures of what you saw?
My driving around. I have some outfits.
Hello, guys. Honestly,
I
just feel like it's a sign. I feel like it's a sign. It's 3 times. It might be time for me to sign out. So Jody, I'm coming to get you to be Delton's co-host this morning because apparently I'm not the one.
I don't know what's happening.
I am not the one.
Anyway, so I didn't pull any pictures down from it or the news reports.
Right.
I think everybody saw it.
Miss Mary, don't shout at me. Please don't scream at me. It's too early in the morning. Look at my mic going down here. What is going on?
Well, what do you do today?
I don't know.
It could be I don't know if it's our classmates. Because we do have a school in here during the week.
Oh, okay. I don't think it's me.
We'll blame them for the day.
Oh.
We won't put it on here this one.
They've been doing all kinds of things with the wires down.
Because it's a school in the daytime. Throughout the week.
Weekdays.
Virtual school running. Our studio converts into a classroom. Our studio converts into a classroom.
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, multi-purpose room. If you have a child and need a space, contact us for a small fee. We will accommodate your child.
I have considered multiple times if I just want to quit the day job,
stay
at home, run this little virtual school from out the back of my house. Come on.
Well, we just want to clarify, it's not David.
It's not David.
Thank you for the he's here as well, but he's not in this particular classroom.
Right, he's in
another classroom.
He's in the school of the prophet.
Yeah, so he's not in this school.
Across the way.
So the advance poll was a hot mess. I don't lie to you. I spoke with a news reporter. He's like, wait, the things that we show y'all, it was waste. It was so much waste.
You lie.
He was like, it was so much waste. Like, I was going to play it, but language is too colorful. But it's like, it was so much worse actually being on the grounds from that morning to the afternoon. Like, people were not socially distanced. People
socially distanced was out.
People had their mask off. They were just talking. And it was like, people, it's like.
But listen to me. This is why last week I said, when I see people talking about, this motorcade, they go in for nomination day and they have big group of people, blah, 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 blah. I was like, but do you really care? Because everyone's acting as if, okay, we're going to get to the organization of these polling stations and just advanced polls in general. However, you have heard from March 16th, 2020, you have heard social distance, wear your mask, sanitize. So if you walk somewhere and there is no social distancing or nobody is standing there to tell you, hello, hi, this is your spot. This is the spot you are supposed to stand on. You should apply your own common sense and distance yourself. Because when you're walking around the superstore, when you're walking around the grocery store, no one's telling you to maintain 6 feet. You're just exercising the sense that apparently is not common and it's
or
not
like,
a variant.
or do we?
And that's what I'm saying. I think what the advanced polls reflected, in addition to what people will say,
living our best life.
is poor organization. We wasn't ready. I'm not saying any of those things are not true, but what it reflects best is the kind of attitude people have in their personal lives. That's how they conduct themselves on their jobs, in the store, among their friends, among their families. So we had it on screen. So it's almost like people say, oh, poorly organized. Julie say, ain't no place to distance. Julianne, in the outside, there's no place to distance.
In the sidewalks, on the multi-million-dollar sidewalks. We can put some markers on the ground.
I don't think, listen, I'm not going to deny this poor organization. This
Poor.
very, very poor. Awful. And not only awful organization, but the consideration into the whole situation. A lot of Asians. But Julianne, you cannot tell me this is entirely the fault of organizers. People know it's a pandemic too. No one told you to pull your mask off and have a conversation. That wasn't enforced on you. Okay, there was no space to distance, so you was bunched up. In your bunched upness,
it was hot.
In your mask off. In your bunched upness, you should have kept on your mask.
It's hot. I had to take off my mask. Off.
Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Hot. So I saw like a particular school. People alongside the road, and it was a long sidewalk. People just standing up there. I listened to another radio station earlier in the not earlier week. That was what day was Thursday, so Friday, where there was persons on from the Bahamas Handicap Association. I can't remember the exact name of it, and they were talking and voicing their concerns of how there was no consideration given to persons with disabilities and so on and so forth.
Right.
So I didn't think about it, especially for the advanced poll. You would think that there would be
special provision because this was for yours.
Because one felt like for him, and if you look at him, not like just look at him walking by, you'll know that like he has prosthetics on, so he can't stand for long. So it was an issue for him to try to tell people if he could get ahead. Because like, first of all, why?
Oh no!
It's like you look just like us, but for him, he can't stand long because he's on the prosthetics, and it was like the older persons who were in wheelchairs and stuff like that, and people were trying to find out if they could get ahead, and it was like there was no kind of consideration of if you have a senior citizen line, or should you do a line for handicapped and senior citizens, or they do it most banks and stuff like that, so they can have an easy and quicker time.
I mean.
And then there was a video that went on Eyewitness News where the woman, they had a little kerfuffle because usually if you have a disability like blind or something like that, someone could come in and assist you with registering. And this man had Parkinson's disease. And apparently the person within the polls didn't know what Parkinson's was. And that caused a little kerfuffle inside the polling station. So there's like a lot of things where there's
so many
of the
layers
snap
and
election,
levels.
I don't think there was proper training. Proper things done.
Listen, I'm not denying any of that. I agree wholeheartedly, and I think it's something worse because people are talking about this is an indication of what election day is going to be like. I think if this is repeated next week and worsened because there's a lot more people, this is still worse because it's the most vulnerable in society that was subjected to this, like the disabled, the senior citizens. To hear that a man with a prosthetic leg like and people with Parkinson's disease, that's dehumanizing.
Exactly.
For you to be in that situation. So absolutely 1,000 trillion% agree.
And then like Angelica is here. Hey, good morning, Angelica. Shawty. She was like, we don't consider people disabled people in our everyday society. Let's be honest. We need to consider people with disabilities every day. And I think what another concern this guy made was that a blind person went and they had their person with them. And I think they announce their number, stuff like that publicly when they say it. They announce that this person's coming in to vote and make a little announcement. And they said like that the person's incapacitated. And he's like, I'm not incapacitated. I'm just blind.
Why are you announcing what they have though?
And it's like, why would they use that kind of language to like describe somebody?
But why are you describing me, period? Why don't you want to say he's tall?
But it's because he's walking in with somebody as well too. That's to make the announcement that they're walking in with somebody, their aide, to help them make. It was like this whole situation. It didn't go down.
Yeah,
it didn't go down. I don't say as planned, but it might have been as planned.
I don't even think
it seemed like it went as planned. it definitely
That
seems
is sad.
that this went as planned.
It's sad.
And so
It's sad.
September 16th, folks.
However, I going back to what I say in the first place.
Wear your mask.
If you wear your mask,
wear your mask.
if you pulling up somewhere and you see the people them wilding out, they ain't exercising the protocols, you do what you gotta do. They didn't want to get skipped. Anyway, go back.
But we know people in these streets don't respect personal space. Of course not. That whole idea of like stay at 6 feet in the store, that still don't happen. I know what store you go do, ma'am. Some stores 5 feet into. Like you stand on the line, someone come with a trolley right next to you. Try to put their things on the belt while you still there. Like you still there trying to cash out. They just put their eggs on the little belt.
I just put my stuff in the end and then step back because you want me to really hold this. Want me to really hold this basket? Because
See?
no man, I just put my things on the end and then I step back.
You step
to give
back?
you a space. But I don't have to be holding this stuff up. Come on now, come on,
Like, yes.
come on.
Should have got the trolley. No one tell you get a basket.
But I really do feel like, and I keep saying, it keeps dawning on me. Every couple of days, I'd be like, I'm a grown woman who has like 9 p.m. curfew. Every couple of days,
Is that
it hits me fresh.
Like,
and then you feel like, look at what we just saw. Look
When
at
you
what
want
we
food-
witnessed.
You want food late at night?
What was
realize
reported
that
on
they
the
close.
news. But how do you justify that people must be home for 9 p.m. every day? How do you justify that? When we look at the kind of practices that go on between the rising of the sun to its setting
When we look
down.
on a day like today when I'm rushing to get from the studio because everybody has a motorcade today, man. That's in case you didn't know this. I don't know if you
Oh, no,
were
I'm
aware.
aware. I've been warned.
4 parties.
I've been told to
that
stay
I've
safe.
seen.
I love the way you say 4 parties. A couple of years ago, say 4 parties, but it's like, no, there's more, but only 4 of them were
Yeah,
on
only
the road
4.
today.
There could be more. Actually, we might not see the flyers for all. But as far as I know, 4. The DNA has one, F for them, PLP, and the Coalition of Independence. I don't know about the United Christian. I don't know about Kingdom Government. They might
So
be
the,
doing something
the
today, too.
motivation for the motorcade is just like a good time.
Just a
Get rally people
little rally
around.
and Sally. A little rally, a little Sally. So we get together to do. So, and they
then-
encourage people,
and that's
listen to
what
me.
I'm saying.
Y'all
It's
don't-
like an insult to our intelligence to have these kind of things going on. I'm not saying don't rally. I guess it's part of the
Rally
election
and Sally.
season.
Yeah.
Do what you're doing. But then to say people must be home at 9 o'clock, what's the justification for that kind of
Because when you
restriction on
out past
people's
9
freedoms?
o'clock, you're doing things you shouldn't do. You're gathering. You're piling up with people after 9 o'clock.
So a rally.
Before 9 o'clock.
So a rally.
You don't bother that. You don't
So poorly organized advance polls.
poorly organized advance polls.
You know what I mean? I feel
Motorcades
like-
with large flatbeds.
I
People
feel like we're
on the
watching.
back.
I feel like we're watching some kind of Disney movie where you're expected to believe. You're supposed to like, suspend your disbelief in things like magic and monsters. And yeah, like just pretend all of this is really normal. And
Yeah,
it's
like-
not like it's not.
Don't worry about this.
Ugh. Yeah,
Like-
yes, it was one of those nights. I was like, I'm gonna stay out late just because
And-
just because I'm mad. But I didn't. I got home.
like you can do it like
I
something
couldn't
like
do it, Delton.
I got it.
Too much going on for me.
But
to
then
have
at the
to
same time,
an
like,
encounter with the police.
what are you going to do? Like most places are closed, I believe. Besides a few restaurants that I know.
I'm going to be driving leisurely back to the place I reside in. Delton, read these comments.
Anyway,
There's a
let's get
lot
these
of
comments then.
Get the comments.
Mary Line One Walk said all of schools have the markers painted on the hallways. They're in the
not
hallways,
outside.
but the outside and sidewalks, I think, were and the outside of these polling
I
stations.
do have a question though. If the people who are working the election polls,
Mm.
the polling stations on election day are voting today, who worked the polls yesterday on Thursday? Sorry.
Other police officers, I guess, or persons that they elected to work. I don't know. I don't think it's.
Who will vote next week, eh?
I guess so. No, but Amos believe that if they ain't crunch up under the person in front of them, someone try to take their spot, which is true. If I stand on the line and I give you that full 6 feet, someone try coming there at 3. So, and that was happening at the advance polls too, where people getting cut and they're like, hey. But there's like, my Grammy, she can't stand there. Grammy got to stand on this
But
line.
big ups to everybody who like endured it though. And was like, I'm gonna vote.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exercise my right. Big ups to you. You
They're
get
like,
big
they're like
respect
some
from me.
ladies like the woman was like 82 years old and she
Big
came
respect from
from
me.
Andres,
Ah.
flew down.
Oh no, but those senior citizens are the most stubborn. They was the right ones to have in the sun because they wasn't gonna quit, buddy. They weren't gonna give up.
Morning St. Smith says, I'd love to know who made the decision to have 3 large constituency polling stations to one school. That alone was crazy.
Was this Gambia? Because
No, that
I
was
felt like that was all I.
Sadie Curtis, I think it was.
I felt like I kept hearing on the news They kept talking about Gambia school. I was like,
Yeah, because Gambia, that's where the persons who live out west were voting. So most of our
so
politicians.
how many? Do you know how many places were open?
No, I can't remember. I just threw the paper away yesterday. It might still be in the garbage. I might go check it. But I know they had a list of the polling stations.
You need to keep your eye out for the paper with the sheet. For
Oh no, that coming this week. That coming this week. I can say a
I'm
few.
relying on you to get me.
I can say a few, man.
You.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You need.
It's coming out. For those who don't know, Vera's unaware of the whole idea of the Tribune.
Excited.
Listen to me. The Tribune that comes out and the Guardian, where they put the papers in there where you could actually keep track of the votes and stuff like that yourself.
I'm gonna get different color pens. I'm gonna use red for 0 votes.
0 votes.
I'm gonna use red.
Yes, I mean, y'all Angelica comments put the thing up. What else I miss? Let me. Oh, whoa! I went down too far. I went straight to the end.
I know who Julie say is stupid.
I know. Trent says, "Hi, Willie."
Hey, Trent, how are you, my dear? Hope
Willie,
you're well.
where's the Electoral Commission and all of this?
You're not one of them.
Parliamentary Registration Department, yeah.
Oh,
They
paragraph.
They
from
fall
the
under the Ministry of Defense. Yeah, with Marvin Dames. What we saw this past Thursday to me was the epitome of buffoonery on behalf of those whose idea was to have this election happen now. The minister in charge of healthiness announced on the day of that. On the day of that ever. Let's get to that.
What's the rest of the comment?
The day of the event announced that COVID positives and quarantined persons could vote.
Jesus, when I saw that on the news.
First of all, he didn't say they could vote. What he said was, you can't stop them from voting. It's their constitutional right. So you can't stop people from voting. And say they could. He didn't invite them. He made reference to the United States of America and how they were like, you just treat everybody who comes to vote as if they have COVID-19. Keep in mind, days leading up to this, everybody was saying, sir, what's going to happen with persons who are quarantined and have COVID-19?
Again.
And they were like, they're like criminals, they can't vote.
You're expected to suspend your disbelief. Like, you're expected to treat.
And then the day of, they were like,
insane
you
and
can't,
irrational.
like, you can't stop them.
Normal because it's part of your everyday life. Yeah. Fun fact, there's a genre in literature I've been talking about with my students called magical realism. And it's where a very realistic, normal setting has touches of the supernatural and the strange, but it's treated very much as normal.
Yeah.
We are living in...
Well, you let it go by. What's it called?
Yeah.
It's about a literature, you say?
It's a genre of literature.
Nice.
Treat everybody who comes as if they have COVID-19.
Yeah, everybody. That way.
How do you do that?
You don't touch them.
I don't touch you anyway.
You stay back 6 feet. You sanitize.
Oh, my goodness.
You wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
So Angelica says maybe this organization was intentional. I would hope not. There's a lot of room for improvement for considering disabilities. Consider the big drama surrounding the provision of sidewalks. Yeah, that is true. Catherine says, hey, Catherine,
Catherine, how
yes,
are
my
you?
brother has multiple
sclerosis. Is this Catherine's first time commencing? Because if it is, we got to give her a moment.
I don't think it is. I think she might have commenced
once before?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, nice to see you, love.
Yes, my brother has multiple sclerosis and was totally toast after 3 hours of waiting, being in the sun. He won't bother with it again if changes aren't made.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
inhumane.
We don't have respect for it.
That's inhumane.
Oh, that's the thing, too. Like, people say, like, there was no provision made. Like, no.
My thing is,
it's hard to really cover the elements.
Okay, there are aspects of everyday life that aren't, tailored to accommodate people with disabilities, and that needs to improve. Mm-hmm. But this day was designed for them. This day was designed
so that they can have
accommodate
smooth
them
and don't go through the long lines and the elements that we're going to propose
My heart
itself.
is beating fast, y'all.
They decided to have multiple constituencies and polling stations at one location, suggesting that they didn't look at the amount of people to present themselves and the possibility of bottlenecking.
I wondered about, if you have to register, isn't the whole point of registering beforehand?
We saw where that was flawed as well because the former prime minister of the Bahamas,
bless him,
he tried to go to vote and he had his short paper where I registered and they were like, Hubert, what's the last name? Ingram.
I want to know how that person you had to tell him he wasn't on the thing felt. I want to know how they looked up in his face.
Date of birth? Ingram. Is that with an I or E? Ingram. I.
Middle name? You have a middle name?
Alexander. He with Alexander. Menace? No, Ingram. He with Alexander Ingram. So, try down the road. Maybe They put you down there.
And he said he went to 2 different ones.
He went
like,
somewhere
how?
else.
Oh,
It's like, your name again, sir?
And I mean,
Like,
we heard his story because he was a former prime minister. But how many people were like that who towed the line
and that's what got turned around
for however many hours and got turned
remember-
around because they weren't registered?
I went to vote. That me during it wasn't an election, it was a referendum. And it's like, even if you didn't register, like once you would have registered before, you go to your national insurance card or something like that, passport. I went there, they were like, Delton, what's the middle name? It's like,
So you didn't get to vote?
No, for the referendum one, yeah. It's like, anyway, I'm way out because they were like, just go down 2 doors. It's like, ma'am, you're the same book. You're the different books. You're the same book of people. It made no sense. Like, go down to the next book.
Oh, you're printed the same list
It's the
multiple
same
times.
book, ma'am.
Multiple times. They did not change the list when they printed.
Good morning, frankly. That was crazy. Emily Rowe, good afternoon, watching via YouTube. Hey, Emily.
Hello.
I scrolled too fast again, and I went.
Shauna, can you vote?
Yeah, man, I think Shauna finished school. One boys, my blood is all 4 parties will rally, and then they have the nerve to tell the church 1 hour service. Oh,
Shauna.
and which Dar Miller.
Magically realistic.
No, you got a motorcade all day on the back of a truck in cars and be up in buses, then have a little rally and Sally. Church though.
Church gotta be an hour.
Got it.
Mind you.
Wrap that up.
Go to work.
Go to work, go to the store.
Go to work, go to the store.
Do whatever you got to do.
And to be honest, you could go out to eat and things.
You could.
You don't have that.
What is outdoor?
But for church,
Quote unquote outdoor.
1 hour.
And
then make sure you're home by 9.
Definitely. There is this constant posture. This is a comment. There's this constant posture of it is what it is from these wonderful brethren that are supposed to be our national execs. I think Mary's answered the question earlier. She did it again, folks.
Okay, I think we can confirm this is not me. Because, guys, I am sitting where I sit every Saturday. My feet are positioned where they are positioned every Saturday. The wire has an extra level of sensitivity.
Do you see it?
We need to question the users of the office. The users of this fine office.
Do you see it?
You leave me alone.
All right.
So the poll workers voted in rotation on Thursday.
You did it again.
So they voted and then they went to work.
Yeah, so they did rotation. Okay, so they did rotation. That's to answer the question that we asked about earlier about those who voted and then didn't vote again. Hold on for me. Let me just set these bad boys. There you go. All right, so
making my heart heavy.
So yeah, scroll down. Are we having a watch party? Oh, we definitely have
Jody, I didn't want to say
virtual
on the
watch
air.
party.
I didn't want to
because with the social
virtual
distance,
watch party.
Jody, to watch
I thought about
another
that.
station.
I thought about that.
See, and Frank, I think Frank was talking about the whole idea of the filling out the forms. That used to be fun. Yeah,
but Franklin said that used to be fun for you. That
it's going to be fun for you.
It's going to be fun for me. I plan to have a very relaxed day where I do nothing so that I'm ready, attentive, and I can run an all-nighter if I have to. Because they starting at 6 and we don't know when they can finish. They say until.
Yeah. Julia said that's what the lady whose husband had Parkinson's said. He says he don't know what Parkinson's says. He's stupid. Parkinson's. Parkinson's. And she was shouting at the woman like the camera's on her, and she was talking to the person who said it. It's like, you know what Parkinson's
but then
is?
How do you open your mouth and say I don't know what it is? Okay, you don't. Why? So what's that? What bearing does that have on anything? The person has their registration and they have what they have.
And they have their aid to help them vote. Frankly, that's the most foolish thing ever. Alfina Annie L. Lightborn Seymour says, believe it or not, this advance post was smoother than last time. Last election, everyone voted at KGLI6 gym. It took all with plenty else day to vote.
I think Antina, people problem is it's a pandemic too.
Yeah, I think that
panorama, which adds another level of. And I mean, we're being cautious and we're putting protocols in place for everything else.
Besides when the nation gets together.
Because the one clip I did sit to watch to the end was when a gentleman, I'm not sure what his name is, was on Eyewitness News with the one and only Clint Watson. Mm. And he was trying to explain away the chaos of the day.
Oh, you
Clint
mean
was not having a bubble.
That was with the MP for Tall Pines.
And Clint wasn't having any of it.
Yeah,
and
no.
the guy kept saying, well, the circumstances are different. It's a pandemic.
And nobody asks you to call an election in a month. Nobody asks you to do this.
It was a move. He was a move because he was just like, yeah, you know what? Do you know what?
Like, to me, the whole idea was like, it's like, you realize this wasn't mandatory. Like, no, I don't feel like no one's admitting this. You do realize
we didn't have to do this.
We do not have to do this now.
Now, just from my observation, I really do feel like a week in advance of the election day, this is going to be detrimental to those who are in government, because this is a poor showing. This shows a lack of consideration for the people, and considering the climate where you have a lot of people who are on the fence, more than ever before. You have more conflicted, or let's call them agnostic, undecided voters. This isn't going to work well in your favor. I can't imagine it would in the eyes of those who aren't just diehards and going to vote for you anyway. Those who are going to vote for you anyway are going to vote for you anyway. I don't think those are the ones any of the parties are concerned about.
Yeah. Because I mean, I don't think everybody has that set of voters where it's like, it doesn't matter. I'm voting this. Just show me the card. Let me see the crowd with a torch. That's what they're asking. Another comment says, honestly, this process has me beyond livid. It's like we are being led by those that Jesus wrote to Jerusalem.
One thing about DGMT is they can find a way to come for me every week. I haven't seen a comment and lay it down. Don't you dare read that comment.
We have I missed a call. If you're trying to call in, the number to call in.
Call, please.
It's 828-3543.
Unless you have bad things to say about me, then you can keep your call.
So 828-3543. That's Mr. Call. If the person wants to,
let me take over the comment. The comment says, led by those that Jesus rode to Jerusalem. Took me a second, but I got it. Hey guys, I've just watched your show before. Love your discussions. Keep at it. Thank you so much, Catherine. Appreciate it. I mean, when it goes by the standards of those who can hold a good show, Catherine's one of them. So we appreciate the compliment. There was accommodation made at the Baines and Grantstown polling place. They were allowed to sit and be lifted in at intervals be fitted in at intervals of every 5 voters. So I'm assuming this is those with disabilities.
Yeah. I assume, yeah.
And pronounce that for me.
With an E or I.
Nice to see you, Christoph. Many were turned around. Okay, so if you register for advanced polls and you don't make it, say you could vote on election day.
Yeah. You let
so
them
your
know.
Name will show up again.
And your name, and this is what the former prime minister was like. That's why he's like he made it his business to have the problem fixed that day, because if there was an issue on today,
and he pulls up next week,
he's like, so that means my name have to go back into the list again, where it'll be another problem for it, possibly something go wrong again. Right. So he's like, that's why he made it his business to have the problem fixed that day and not wait until the other day.
Now I wonder, can the average person get that problem fixed in the day?
That's the next thing. Can the average person, not former prime minister,
that one person whose story we weren't able to follow, but had the exact same issues as the former prime minister, do they have access to the tools that will keep them safe? Do
they know the number to call? Do you know who to call?
Do they know who to call
to get that problem fixed?
Can they use the tools that will keep them safe? I'm sorry. Jody, it sounds like the process needs an entire overhaul, and apparently we only have a week to get it sorted. Yep. I say we because I'm Superior. I can't vote, but all of we is one. Okay?
All of we.
Yes, ma'am, I can vote. Sean, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't sure. If your name isn't on a list, you need to go to the master list. Every location has a master.
Yeah.
Christoph Dean. I don't know this name, but Christoph Dean.
Christoph is a Glow 93
regular. Thank you for joining us
on other shows. I've seen his name a lot on
that Good Morning Tea. He finally decided to come on over to where it is strong and heavy. Franklin, magical realism. It's magically realistic. Touches of the strange, unusual, and unexplainable. Unbelievable. That's the definition. Unbelievable.
Are we accepting that today?
Like common occurrence in a regular setting.
Mm-hmm.
Emily Rose says she agrees with Shauna. They don't respect the church. They don't respect the church, and I'm starting to believe they don't really respect the people.
Oh yeah, no.
The individuals.
It's all around. This.
Okay, lots of people coming for me with my foot on the plug. It's not me. Something has happened. As soon as I turned 18, my mom took me to the register. Good on you, mom. Good on you, mom. Did I exercise my first vote? I'm trying to remember.
I didn't.
I don't think I did.
I didn't. Mine was because I didn't like my candidates.
I don't think I did.
I remember this, and then I remember like they threw somebody in my area at the last minute. And I was like, I don't know who this person is.
I voted for the independent that was part of the Christian Alliance. I remember that.
Holy vote.
That was my holy vote. My holy vote.
Pretty sure they lost.
Yeah, of course. But I wanted the record to reflect
that you cast your vote with the mind of God.
I'm gonna skip this comment. People need to leave me alone. Don't get roast on Eyewitness. It was painful, babe. It was painful. But I mean, you gotta go on Eyewitness with your loins good. You can't go there willy nilly and on Slack. You gotta know you will be come for, and you will have to explain yourself. I saw people could not distance at the polls, but bamboo line last night at 8. Everyone was 10 feet distant.
You need a food though. I don't play with that. Don't play. I ain't getting no COVID for this food. But election time.
I am proud of the mindset of young people to have their own mindset.
That's something.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Angelica, what's that in reference to? Remind us. Y'all aren't taking calls, eh? Christoph, that was you. Call Christoph.
Oh, you could call back, Christoph.
Call back. We are. We just wasn't looking at. We were just been looking at the screen. Yamacraw accommodated disabilities, made the rest of us wait 4 hours to vote. Cassie, you were among the people there.
You were the privileged?
Cassie, you're from Blue? I didn't know.
You didn't post no picture?
Oh.
You got to post picture.
Oh, Cassie, you got to tell us your experience. You didn't post a picture. Yes, the average person can. Okay, so I guess that's in response to if your name is not on the list, does the average person have access to the tools that will help them ensure and secure that next week when they pull up, they don't have the same issues. And Cassie is saying they can. Very good, then. Very good.
Yeah.
I surely did and was successful. What are you talking about?
Did she vote? Jody, how do you vote?
Surely did what? Did you? Did what? But I will call a call back. I mean, I think there's no debate. It was chaotic. It was quite catastrophic in some instances. And there are hundreds of stories that we haven't heard. There are some people who didn't make it on a news story. Yeah. Who, wasn't able to post on Facebook what happened to them.
I know a few who didn't vote.
Who gone and
who
went
and saw the line and decided no. And I've seen a lot of persons post that now, even on social media, that if this coming week is like that, they're not going to vote either. They're not starting the line, not going to be bottlenecked, not going to be starting to pile of people around them. Don't want to take that chance.
I wonder on election day where a lot of places are closing as a result of the election, like schools, civil offices, schools. I mean, in the height of the pandemic, we were told to go to the store, buy the letter of our name. Like, there are ways that this can be organized so people don't have to endure that. And I wonder I would like to hope that those who have the power, the national execs, the electoral commission, who have the power to refine the process, do refine the process. Yeah. Because to turn up next Thursday and nothing has changed and is exactly the same would just be a great indictment on leadership and planning, because then I have to question every other decision you have made.
I don't know. They didn't give the numbers of persons registered for the advance poll. I'm sure it's a small percentage compared to the vast population. So if we had these issues where votes, I guess no. I think for the election, I think what they are hoping on is there's usually more polling stations. Yeah. And so I think the silver bullet is that, of course, it's like this. It was only like one polling station. I mean, the one unlike Athena said earlier. Athena, did I call the right name? Yep. It was Athena. I don't want to say the wrong name. Yes, Athena Seymour last year it was just one station. I mean, last election was just
One place.
just at the stadium.
Right.
So for this one, I think they're saying that once they get to have multiple polling stations, multiple rooms, it won't be as hectic, it won't be as chaotic. I'm assuming that's what the hope is.
But you kind of do hope, right, that even if you did put protocols, processes in place, and then in practice they were not successful, you would like to think that your leaders would be somewhat apologetic.
Yeah.
To hear stories of people with Parkinson's, people with prosthetic legs, people with disabilities, people in their 80s, people with multiple sclerosis, just to hear the stories and not to be moved at all by them or make any kind of response to them. I mean, like, the nation has been addressed for all and sundry in the last, year. I don't know. I wonder if just an acknowledgement of those challenges would go a long way.
So Cassie,
this is not a good look.
No.
It's not a good look for next Thursday at all.
Cassie said she was there from before 10 a.m. and she walked out at 1:37. So 10 to 11.
Cassie, your commitment
11 to 12.
is admirable.
12 to 1. So about
I like how you did your math.
So about 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then Dottie gave me this. Dottie said, so it took 4 hours to vote at advanced polls. Yet some persons are only given 3 hours max, or they'll be cut or have to take a casual day. Because I know how it is for the UK. For us, for our employees, don't necessarily have the day off, but you are given...
You get time to go and vote. I recall that from the last election.
You get additional 2 hours to your lunch breaks. You get 3 hours to go out and vote. So if it took you... But I can say up to 7 poll stations were assigned to one classroom within a constituency, as opposed to one polling station per classroom. So I guess that's the saving grace that they're going for. That it won't be as congested because you don't have all those polling stations trying to fit in one place. They'll be spread out.
I mean, as voters, even if those on DGMT are not advanced voters, as voters, what has been your experience in the past voting on,
it wasn't that long.
Election day is not that long, is it?
No, I mean, I definitely was not in a rush, so I didn't go to those. Like, persons are there from early in the morning. I remember the last election, we went late, like around 2:00. I mean, around that time, usually the bulk of it is done. So people are still there. It's a struggle to find somewhere to park, but the actual wait time wasn't that bad. I think we might have been done in about 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot. For that, I was in the Elizabeth constituency, and we voted at the school.
Elizabeth?
Yeah.
When you were in Prince Charles?
Yeah. So I voted for Elizabeth. How I got in Elizabeth, I still don't know to this day. But according to them,
now I'm trying to be like,
I shouldn't have been Elizabeth. But according to how the cut was, they cut my corner right on the corner, right there.
That cutting thing is baffling me, boy.
Yeah.
Because I see some signs in some places of like, this is that constituency. Yeah. Like how
marathon is getting my area. It's like, why is marathon here? But anyway, so we went to the school, stood in line for a little bit. They got a card and sent me to the place to stand. And the wait was not long. I was impressed at that time. But keep in mind, like I said, I went late.
Now, since Smith's given away all the secrets, she say the later you go to the polls, the better. Last election, I went around 5 p.m., walked straight in, and it was quick and painless.
Yeah.
Ma'am, if you tell everybody, they're going to do what you do, and they can change.
Yeah, no, but there's still a little Beffy that's going to be like, no, I want to go early. I want to go early because they want to get it over as fast as possible, so they think going early. So, I mean, hey, but I think the multiple polling stations is what they're hoping is going to lead to a quick.
Which in the past has been successful.
Yeah.
So we can look to Thursday with hope.
But then
y'all could look to Thursday with hope. I looked at Thursday
with why should the 16th be any different from any previous elections? That should be no problem. People just need to physically distance themselves. So the lines will be probably longer because of the distance, but it won't be any more people. Just be longer because there's more space in between each other.
Right.
So it'll look longer, but come on.
So it'll look like you're going to be in the line. Yeah. It's all the
psychology. Like you're going to be long, but it won't be long.
But in the midst of the chaos, the confusion, and the complaints, there were jokes.
Of course.
In the midst.
In the midst, there was jokes.
And this is why I love Bahamians.
I
can't wait for the day off. That's it.
With great excitement here.
With great excitement. Jody, do you get the day off too?
Did she? She didn't.
No?
Mm-mm.
No?
No. No, we needed to work.
Yeah.
Everybody got me off.
Sick people.
Crystal Dawson says, I can't wait for the day off. That's all it really is.
I can't wait. Like the excitement. I thought about that yesterday. I'm waiting for Thursday sleep. Don't mind the sleeps in between now and then.
I wonder what my job is doing. I'm not sure how my job is working if I have the day off.
I feel like those with the power to clarify your questions are right here on the live. So let's see.
I'm not sure.
Jody said no, she does. I must enjoy my day off. So if lines ain't happening. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I just can't wait for Rodney and Daryl. And that's why I'm gonna take the whole day just to relax.
So
I can do a
because
late
of the
night
curfew,
over
make sure you order your food early. Because you need food for the distance.
You need snacks.
You need some snacks. Go to the shop throughout the day. Make sure you stock up on your snacks.
But don't go to the shops today because the streets them.
Yeah, she's gonna be.
Oh my God, it's already 1.
Yeah,
if you haven't left your house already, if you've not already been to your destination and got back, stay home. Stay home. Stay home.
That was. I also understand that the amount of advanced poll voters were significantly more than years past. Therefore, this comparison to years past must be balanced with the reality. And then there's this small issue of the panorama. I see all the skippable people in them comments. DGMT is censored now.
When we have to exercise wisdom.
When they get in shame bastard.
Exercising wisdom.
Moses says day off. Wait, day off. And surprise face. I can't answer you, Delton, because you're all censoring comments.
Lucky for me, I don't work for y'all. So
I
have a day off.
Full day off.
Comment censored or not, I have a day off.
They send a private message. So
and then Mopey, you circulate that for the people there.
Yeah,
there's always
put in the group chat.
There's always a solution.
I'm pretty sure we can. Let's work till 4.
Do you know what? My foot was going towards the wire again, and the people cut me off. So let me just.
Yeah. So be the work. I saw for us here we'll just work till 4 o'clock then, since it's election. So give it 4 and then go vote.
What time? When do you usually close? Not 4
o'clock.
And Sin done just put it out there. Sin just said,
you go at 5.
No problem.
So up at 4.
So no, you're working full day, please.
I guess for some schools Thursday. For schools Thursday and Friday.
I think because so we've been told there's a high possibility of multiple days off because sanitization, etc., etc., etc. But Donnie, virtual learning, what you getting Friday off for?
Now that's the
children home.
For y'all who are virtual teaching.
You home.
What do you mean?
What you getting Friday off
for? A lot of teachers at the schools, they go to the school to teach.
No, I could teach from home that day.
You can, but I should be the school.
Personally, I would love not to have to teach, but I'm pretty sure the days we're not going to school will be virtual days because you got to sanitize and clean everything.
Yeah, clean. It's not like they vote and they leave. No, people can be there. They're going to be hanging out. They're going to be tense. Even though, keep in mind, you can't.
Voting vibes.
I think all bars and stuff are closed. All bars should be closed that day.
Because you all got to vote soberly.
I mean, because of course, you can't buy drinks the day before. That would be impossible to do.
How long do you want them to close the bars for?
I'm saying, so you say, I can't buy the rum the day before? You could, but just don't buy it on the day. Because then you can drink it on the day. Banks close at 1 p.m. on election day. Thank you so much for the information.
The banks are open.
Yeah. I mean, you need some money. You gotta pay that bill. I ain't care what happened. That's the 16th, that's the middle of the month. Loans are due. I can need that money. So before y'all go vote, come see us please. So thank you for the information. The banks close at 1 p.m. on election day.
You come to DGMT to find out everything.
Mobile vaccine.
I was just going to say, Delton was giving out email addresses and phone numbers earlier. Sin Smith is giving out election secrets. We've been reassured that Cassie told you go to the master list.
Yeah,
everything is here.
You get a master list.
Everything is right here. Donicia said that's not her problem. Plenty teachers work in the polls.
Oh, yeah,
so it doesn't explain why y'all can't be to school on Friday.
They'll be tired. They're day off. You got to recuperate. Say don't come at 12:55 though. Make it your interest. Be that 12:40. The latest.
But secure has already been
secure time. At 12:55, secure time. No more.
12:45.
No more.
Much like the bamboo security guard who's be standing at the back of the bamboo line 7:05.
Not happening. I mean that.
Nope. Because by 8 o'clock these lights will be off.
Yeah, no. We ain't close at 8. We leaving at 8.
That's why you need to put our advanced poll jokes.
All right.
I think it's time for our election memes.
So the memes.
This is a good time for it. An hour and 9 minutes in.
They still coming out. The memes haven't stopped. in the midst of all the confusion, jokes must be shared. we've had a few that came through on this week, and so shout out to our winner who has won all of these since
A consecutive winner of 2 weeks.
consecutive winner of 2 weeks.
If she gets 3 in a row, we gotta give her something.
No,
she has to get something.
She on the list to get something ready. Yeah, like she is on the list to get something. Just when is she gonna get that something?
Something, and what is that something gonna be?
What is that something going to be? I am not sure. So here we go. This is a continuation from last week. Because last week we had the joke was on Welly. The whole show's on Welly. And so
and now Welly say the joke on y'all?
Welly
Because Welly is living his.
Welly made it to the paper.
Best.
Welly's like, I reach now when I make it to Jamal roll and draw
Yes,
him.
and he said that.
And I was like,
And he said,
you don't lie, Welly.
he said he got his portrait done for free.
For free?
Y'all out here paying to get your portrait done. I got my portrait done for free. Welly also reassured the people this week that no, y'all upset that I resigned from the Coalition of Independence. My name is still on the ballot. You can still vote for me.
Yeah. It's like I paid the money.
I paid the money. I'm not getting my $400.
I ain't getting that back.
So y'all vote. Go ahead.
So he is taking full advantage of this.
He is.
His numbers are still high. Like when he goes live.
He is. Babe, I be on his live. What I doing on his live? What am I doing on his live?
I like babe, it's about no sense. Y'all talk about this, babe. He sell out. He live. Hold on. Let me see.
Donicia say motorcade today. I want to know which area to avoid. Ma'am, motorcades.
Ma'am, all 4
today.
parties.
So you need to stay.
All 4. 4 parties.
The only area not to avoid is your indoors.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is on the list of to avoid today.
I think PLPs are meeting at the sports center.
They don't have no announcement, eh?
They're flyers. I saw
Where?
flyers. They're on Facebook.
I never see these things.
I saw.
I'm clearly not friends with the politically inclined.
FNM's doing the PLP did last time where they meet at their constituency offices and then they put it out. I can't remember. I think DNA.
I'm telling you, DGMT is no. Put the roots in the chats. DGMT.
DNA
in the
is
comments.
meeting at Golden Gates Assembly right across from Golden Gates Assembly and the Golden Gates Park.
And they're going where though?
They just finally get there. Follow the music.
Say the wave going from east to west.
Oh, the wave. Should try to WhatsApp groups. The WhatsApp groups have the information. I ain't gonna hold you. They know where the stuff is be.
Where's Peggy when we need her?
Yeah,
Where's Peggy when we need her? She on the road.
She got gas in the car. Peggy, they're putting gas in the car.
Putting streamers on the truck.
Like, she there now getting gas to make sure she run the gas.
She have a yellow.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Yellow eyeshadow on.
I was just looking for this just now. Marisha sent it to me now. Thank you, Marisha. The free FNM is meeting for all constituency headquarters.
Ooh, she sent all.
Yeah, so you meet there and then you go.
Fly is kind of nice.
They start at 1 p.m., which is they already started. The PLP have their they start at the back of the stadium, if I remember correctly. The Coalition of Independence.
You think they consulted each other as to where they would meet to ensure that they don't overlap?
Yeah, they would call and be like, "Hey, where y'all even from?" So that's to make sure that we don't meet together.
I mean, I don't want to talk to you about anything else. But let's just get this straight.
I mean, a lot of them are friends, though. I mean, in the midst of all this, a lot of them still are.
Saturday, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I appreciate that DNA has a starting and a finishing time.
Yeah, hopefully they start on time.
And then there's a rally at 5. So the coalition, they can be on the road a little bit.
Yeah, so the coalition starts at 1 p.m. and they're starting at the Bird Park at AF Adderley. For those who don't know, that's by Town Center Mall, right off Town Center Mall. And they get from there. And they have their route on their flyer. Well organized. You know where they go in.
Organized.
So you know exactly where they're going to avoid the block. Or they come by me, they go on Cordo Avenue. Okay, they ain't coming to McDonald's though. That's right. Then they go on a marathon. All right, and then so who else? Yeah, then DNA. I tell you, they're starting from Golden Gates. Where are they going? Golden Gates. That's where they start. Where they going? Just follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Follow the leader. Oh no, focus.
That's what you're doing. I know the PLP did a whole video with pencil and overdose, buying people to stay in the cars, don't crowd the bus, be socially distanced on the motorcade. But anyway, yeah. So if you don't have to be on the road, don't go on the road. It's gonna be rough. Anyway, about that joke. So, of course, Rodney's out here in the streets. You gotta have Rodney out here in the streets. Rodney says, "Thou shalt throw rock at Doc." Rodney Lations.
He went to the polling station on Thursday with his guitar that he can't play.
out of tune.
Out of tune, can't play. But had a song in his. He had a song, an SOTR, a song of the Rodney.
Song of
in
Rodney.
His.
Rodney said, "Thou shalt
Spirit.
throw rock at dawn." This is a very violent.
I mean, I was gonna say, Mr.
not
Walker,
just rock.
we can't be promoting violence.
He wants to
out
throw
here.
big rock at dawn.
Big
It's like, sir, you cannot do this. So that's Rodney's idea with his
yeah.
own. Who else had any stuff? Now I said fear these outfits.
You need to.
I wish I should have put all together, but that's one at a time is better. Although I wish I had put all together, these one at a time. So,
I'm good. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day. We're gonna throw big rock at the
so
door.
they, in the midst of all the advanced polling, process of dress. For those who are on radio, I'm sorry you can't see it. You look at it. You look at it when you get on home.
How?
And I mean, there are some other ones that I did not save. I wish I did save them. Where persons were.
The one I sent you, you put up here.
You sent me what? You sent me
I did.
of a dress.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean for mom?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mom. Mom coming.
She got
Mom is definitely coming.
for me, it's the commitment because it took.
Yeah.
I probably overthought this. I was like, did she cut up T-shirts and patch them together, or did she make a jumpsuit and print it on?
A lot of them
like
do. A lot of them they'll take things and they'll take T-shirts and cut them up just to
This
get.
look like one piece, Delton. Like she have on a one piece here.
Oh, that there, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, they're talented people. I honestly behave with very talented people.
You're a gifted, buddy.
And so you saw mom here in this nice red ensemble. It's about our future with the bag to match and the head wrap.
Oh my
with a
goodness!
with a red mask.
And imagine getting dressed up like this, and then when you get to the station, you got to stand up in the hot sun anyway.
And
You're styling and profiling.
A lot of clothes for that
It's a
heat.
lot of clothes.
The PLP, she was out here in the garden. Nice little ensemble here again.
It's the professional photo.
I think it's the shirt. I think this is the shirt. This is the back of the shirt. So I think just cut the shirt, cut the sleeves, turn it around, flip it and reverse it. Put the
Gorgeous.
thing in the front. Nice little ensemble here.
Gorgeous.
I think this is a 2-piece. I don't know if it's a 1-piece or 2-piece. It looks to me like a 2-piece. Looking, it could be the shirt that's coming.
And my
all the way
thing
down.
is, she went to the station in her heels
I know, probably.
with a clutch.
And the joke was that was the F&M. That was the PLP. And then there was someone in their DNA outfit. The DNA outfit, that's not it.
That's not it.
This is a joke, people. FYI, just in case someone be like, "Hey, don't call me the DNA." This was a joke on social media. And that was the F&M, the F&M lady, the PLP, and then the DNA.
And I said to Delton, I like it. It's organic.
It's definitely organic. The use of natural resources is definitely.
Oh yeah, buddy. Staying true to the cause that they are fighting.
Then there's Bob who had to go to midday after the election.
It was this post that introduced me to the idea of advanced polls in the first place, because I didn't realize that this was an actual picture of an actual woman going to vote on Thursday. So I just thought someone had
Oh, that was a joke.
was like giving us
No,
advanced
no,
jokes for
no,
Thursday. And then the person was like, no, I created this because this is an actual picture of an actual voter. And I said, one thing about
Oh no, we're gonna be dressed for it. We're going to be dressed. Mama's there in
stocking
a stockings with a yellow one.
and the cap.
Yeah.
She couldn't find the yellow fascinator. So she's like, you know what?
Yeah, be covered. Jody said the PLP fit is tight. No, it's tight. Mama's tight. I ain't lie. She looked at.
And she knew it.
Yeah.
See how she was smizing?
So she was just smiling. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, she's giving you eyes.
And so that's our political jokes and stuff of the week that has come through to us.
No, there's one more I sent you.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh, the black one.
Yes.
So it's one of the clothes, but they were like, so this was a layout of all women fighting.
We must honor all entries.
All entries.
We skip over comments. We
But
skip
entries?
over comments, but we honor the entries.
So it says you got to worry about the third wave, the heat wave, and people voting for Brave. What a time. So all these waves you got to fight. The third wave, the heat wave, and people voting for Brave. So that's our entries of political jokes for the week. I would say vote, but no.
No
votes.
voting. No voting this week.
No vote.
Jody is the, what's the word? She is the, what's the word? The reigning champ.
Yeah, she's reading job.
She remains undefeated. Let's just put it like that.
Undefeated. The thoughts, views,
She remains. Yeah, quickly. Rip
Star
it,
Force
slack it.
sponsors of Florida Every
That needs to be. We need to play the voice when Marisha says it, especially in this election season. It's necessary.
Oh boy, we get a late submission here.
A late submission.
Yeah, late submission.
Ooh, wondering how your DGMT
This
is.
it looks to me like this is Laura. I'm pretty sure this is Laura. And if you don't know who Laura is, you must be like Vera. Laura is a long time serving PLP. So this came in late. Oh, whoa, it's multiple pictures. All right, so someone
I have not seen this. I'm about to be surprised.
You're about to be shocked.
And I believe pleasantly surprised.
So this is Laura. Laura was out there in election polls, ready to go. So this is picture one. Hold on, let me just do it all one time. All right, so this is picture one.
Who's Laura?
This looks like Laura. I could be wrong. You can correct me, person who sent the picture.
Wow.
Is that Laura? Because it looks like Laura.
Okay. She's a Minister of Fruits and Vegetables. I feel like I recognize her from last election season, like her name and this joke. The beads say a new day in ahead.
Oh, you thought you did not see that? You thought this was a joke? No. It is. It's definitely beads in the hair. Say a new day. Respect us, wow. The back. I'm showing you the back.
Ha!
Oh, somebody else. Little beads again. Crab
She have a
symbol.
bun in a bun?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, PLP. She have on the top.
What about you? You don't respect us. So yeah, that's Laura. That's the Minister of Fruits and Vegetables right there, 20 minutes starting highway. No, so yeah, you don't certain people you don't like the F&M truck will be passing like giving away stuff. You don't go back. You just want to drive it. There's certain people you don't mess with. You know where they vote. I just leave them alone. So
It's the hairdresser for me.
oh,
It's the
take that
hairdresser for
time,
me.
put that together.
Like she must be pulling and the woman's like, I know what time it is. Sit down.
Yeah, sit down. Say less. She's like,
I've been thinking about this creation for the last 5 years.
I ride in the wave. Got you. She's like,
No problem.
Like say less. Say the Lord, don't play with PLB. No,
Gee.
don't play with it. Yeah, no, so that's a late submission. I think late submission will end up. I think late submission might be.
What's this comment about Aladdin that we missed?
Someone say Aladdin?
A cross between Red Riding Hood and the genie from Aladdin. Oh, to F&M lady. That is accurate, Jody. That is accurate. Like a cross between Red Riding
it's a little mixture.
Hood and
It's a little mixture. What's happening there? And put it back. Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do after the 16th when all the jokes are over. What are we gonna do?
Oh no, I think more jokes will come after the 16th.
Press.
Like, you can see more Pepto.
What are we gonna do?
More Pepto memes is gonna show up
Belly
afterwards. Belly breakdown.
Like I really feel
a lot of belly
like
breakdown.
I would like to
out.
put it. I'd like to petition for the more politically inclined shows on Glory 90.9, namely that barbershop, the barbershop talk. Y'all need a special post-election episode, like Friday the 17th. Yeah. Y'all got to be online.
You got me. Ladies and gentlemen, she said it was
Y'all, I didn't move my foot. My foot has literally remained in the same spot. So I think we can categorically say now this is not.
It ain't you, just somebody. It's the Go to Studio Pass.
One thing I can't stand it. Anyway,
it's the Go to Studio Pass.
Cassie say jokes haven't started yet. Well,
yeah, no, the jokes.
We petition you. DGMT is send them in. Send in the memes. Send in the videos. Send in the pictures of our election season. Memes, jokes.
All right. So, in other news, as we were getting ready to wrap up, because we got to get off this road early today.
Delton at down 1 o'clock. We might as well stay here till 6.
You won't catch it. The PLB's out 2 o'clock.
No PLB's. Oh, gee.
I got caught in the PLB last week. Not happening again.
Yes, and you should have posted that picture. Delton sent a picture to say
happening again.
This could have been the end of me. You take a picture of the of the motorcade and you say it could have been me. Outdoors.
Yeah, so I ain't got no. Can you say Vera fully legs?
I am not. It's not me. She said I thought my day was. It's not me today. I don't know.
So in other news, making international news at the church.
Yeah, because that's what DGMT is. Election has really,
that's possible.
Election has really robbed us of our initial mandate.
Yeah. to talk about church things.
Church tea.
People know where
What
things
y'all
in
been
church.
doing?
So anyway,
You need to play mom.
who's mom?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get about these pastors hopping on these little relevant bandwagons. We had, in case you listen to hip hop music, you know that the rapper Drake released the album Certified Lover Boy, and on his pitch album cover was a pile of pregnant ladies.
The pregnant lady emoji.
And so a pastor jumped on that and was like, "Hey, I can do that as well." And he put his own up.
Certified Jesus boy.
And he put Certified Jesus Boy. And some said that he could have put Certified Lover Boy as well. That's what some of the comments said. So it's like he could have put Certified Lover Boy as well.
Scandalous. Oh my goodness.
I was like, y'all don't have no chill.
But you put yourself, you
put
do
yourself
that to
on that
yourself, man. You set the joke up.
He set it up for himself. It's like, hey, here you go, guys.
How you set the joke up?
I'll just lob this one over home plate. Like, take a swing.
I said this to Delton, and I had only one thing. You're trying too hard to be cool. You're trying too hard to be relevant. You're trying too hard to be like everyone else. All the things in the world you could have done. All the things in the world you could have done, especially as you know your own situation.
Yeah, you want to try to be relevant and kiki.
I was like, oh, you're trying too hard to be cool. This kind of people that didn't have no friends in school, I think. Honestly.
So should we talk about the other guy?
Yeah, why not? Cassie say, Lord, Pastor Gray done set he own self up every time. You right, for every time. For people. And I feel like, I feel like for the gospel will always be controversial. Preaching the gospel will always be controversial in this world. You already have a controversial job to do. Why do you add a layer of controversy? Like, why do you do things that provoke people to talk about you? It's that celebrity status. That's what celebrities do, because they need to be like their existence depends on people talking about them. Yeah. So that idea that any press is good press. All press is good press.
Don't care what I do.
You ain't one of them. You're not one of them. Why you fallen into this trap of having to need people speak about you, having to need to be the topic of discussion because you are doing controversial things. This isn't winning anyone.
No.
Okay.
You never know.
Hold on. Come on now. Come on now.
I might see this and be like, hey, you know what?
He's cool.
He is cool. He listens to Drake. I like Drake. This is a pastor I can listen to.
Let me and my damn self keep quiet then.
Like he is listening.
Because we argue that when the pastors them be using the secular music in their church, they might be reaching anyone. So y'all with your saved, sanctified, self-righteous selves, go sit down. Because, how does it feel? Don't get in his business. Because he might be ministering to someone. What you doing? Where you at? In the church? That might be for somebody.
It was cool. Somebody liked it.
Because they're trying to win. They're trying to win some.
Yeah.
They being all things to all men because they want to win some. I don't see how this winning anybody. You just like people talking about you.
Just for the kiki.
You just like people.
They do it for the kiki.
What's the kiki here?
Like, he made fun of Drake.
He didn't make fun of Drake.
I mean, he made fun of album cover. It's like kiki. He's being relevant. No? No? You didn't get the relevancy?
Mm.
And then speaking of the need not to get involved in this, Pastor John Peakey made a statement, and he was like, y'all spend most of your days worrying and commenting on social media posts that really don't concern you or me.
Amen.
Stay out of my DMs with that. From Donda to Drake to Lil Nas X carrying a baby.
Because we didn't even talk about that.
We didn't talk about him. Him, her, it.
What is there to talk about? There ain't nothing to talk about.
It's all marketing designed to interfere with the things that really matter. Don't drink that Kool-Aid.
Amen.
Go ahead, read a book.
Amen.
And have an amazing life. And I am happy. I have something covered in the next part. And he said, I am happy as fire.
And that's where you lost me, boss.
And it's right there.
That's where you lost me, boss.
He said, I am happy AF. As fire in brackets. I am happy as fire. Why did you need to include that last part in the ref?
Now, there are some of you who are really, really saved.
Yeah, you don't know what I mean.
And have no idea.
And that's good.
And that's wonderful.
So you think that as fire?
Just so you know.
We're happy with it.
LOL means laugh out loud.
It does.
BRB means be right back.
Yeah.
AF is an acronym for expletives. It's for profanity.
Yeah.
For a cuss word.
And he's reclaiming it.
And he's reclaiming it.
He's reclaiming his time.
I've been telling you guys, always trying to reclaim.
And he's reclaiming it.
And he's reclaiming it.
He's happy as fire.
As fire. Fire is happy? I know fire to be hot. I don't know fire to be happy.
And I was back because it was such a good point. Like, you make such a good point. This is something that we're talking about now. Like, it's not necessary. You're falling into these marketing schemes.
Exactly. Because you just talk about the same thing, getting involved and interfering in things. These are all marketing designed to interfere with things that really matter. And then on the end of your thing,
you try to start a trend. You want to start a trend.
This is like the FU thing again.
Yeah. I was like, the whole thing again. We try to reclaim things that out there. Like, let it go.
And you know what? This isn't even a topic to exhaust in too much time and detail. Because one thing about DMT, we go around in circles. We can talk about it, and someone else can do it again.
Of course.
We think we've moved on. You know what? This is a one-off. Don't make a big deal out of this. And then we see it again. And it's like,
by next week,
we're gonna have this conversation
all over again.
So we thought we'd reclaim some of our original mandate.
Yeah.
With those snippets from what the church is doing. I guess we're trying to fit in. No, are we trying to fit in or are we trying to reclaim? Oh, I can't tell. I can't tell anymore.
So
I can't tell.
He's reclaiming it. So go ahead, Pastor. Keep with it. And so this brings us to the end of our announcements and shows for the day. I got one more video. I got a video to play. Where I put the video? I think we talked about this before. This is before we went into. This is like in the old studio, and I wanted to play it again because
tell you, this is a circle. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Apparently,
it's still funny to me. And it was this pastor who had he had a word from the Lord, and he delivered the word. Of course, I'm glad we're here with Vera today, so Vera can go ahead and give us any part that we might have missed. She can give us a translation because this is one of her pastors. Her meaning from the continent of Africa. And
he's probably speaking English.
Oh, it's English. But it's probably not as
clear. I got you.
And so I
can appreciate sometimes when we're passionate.
Okay. Yeah. And he was passionate.
Likewise, Bahamian's the same. When you're going in.
Yeah, no, it's true. I accept that. I'll definitely accept that. So let me play but as we get ready to close, as we bring this service to a close.
You're bringing this service to this is our first close of the day. And y'all say we was closing for 25 minutes last week. Let's try to wrap this up.
Let's wrap real quick this week. So here's Rev. Let me put Rev on the screen so y'all can hear
Rev. I don't know this Rev.
You know Rev? This is the Rev. Rev explained to y'all who be doing mess in the church. Rev's like, I come for y'all. This
and I've warned in the first service for those of you that like to fall under anointing and break things. If you fall under anointing again in this church and break anything, you pay.
Let me take Rev off.
I'm intrigued. I'm very excited about this.
If y'all can hear it, let us know because we can't hear it. So if y'all can hear it, that's good for us. So let us know if y'all can hear it.
Any spirit that breaks anything in this church again will pay. That mad demon. This camera is 1 million.
Look at the devil
in his white suit.
Can y'all hear it? If y'all can hear it, let us know on the stream.
Oh, Tamisha Richardson says I can hear it.
All right, so sorry. All right then.
Okay, they can hear it. So send it to me then.
Let me send it
because
we can hear it in the studio.
We can't hear it. Cassie say loud and clear.
Sorry. So let me go back.
Rev routing bad. Then. Okay, I want to see this.
I can put it up another way. I want to put it up so we get the live reaction and see if we're at the same time. But I'll just put it over it so that see if we can hear it that way. I
can lean to the side.
Like I wanted to get the live reaction here at the same time, but apparently, and then why y'all can hear it? We can't hear it. I don't like that. Anyway, I'll send it to Vera.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Send it now so I can react at the same time.
So let's go. Let's put that up on the screen. Pull this over here.
And I've warned in the first service for those of you that like to fall under anointing and break things. If you fall under anointing again in this church and break anything, you pay. From today is break and pay.
That's cool.
Any spirit that breaks anything in this church again will pay. That mad demon. This camera is 1 million. If you are falling under anointing, don't go there. Tell the demon inside of you not to go to this camera. You want to fall under power. You fall break television. You fall break camera stand. You fall break. Don't go near that computer system or media. If they come there, fire will burn them. You touch one computer there, 500,000. Always falling under anointing, falling under anointing. Pastor shake you, fall under anointing. Pastor touch your head, you fall under anointing. Pastor say, come here. You near pastor, you fall under anointing. Faller. Please stop falling, bring money.
I watched it.
So for those, so sorry, we can't get it properly for it to be heard, but it was so funny.
I don't disagree with him. It's that bit at the end when he said "Folla." I was like, this is a personal thing. Your people, you have a particular congregation.
Yeah, y'all like fall under nine and break things.
Break things.
This means
from now on is break and pay.
It means don't fall under nine in here. That's right.
Yeah, he cracked a smile at the end, so it kind of broke the tension.
But ain't funny.
Right?
You know you mean that.
Oh no, you mean that.
That was
no, y'all
definitely
too
bad.
like break things.
They like break things.
Y'all too like break things in church. My.
So I say, y'all, please, if y'all want to fall out, find a clear space. find a clear space.
Tell the demon in you.
Yeah.
Not here.
Not here.
Over there.
Don't mess with that here.
Give me 2 seconds while I move closer to where the ushers can catch me.
That was our church humor for the day. 1:33, folks. We out here. We gotta go. We gotta beat the traffic that's already on the road. That's trying to overwhelm us and make us upset.
I'm concerned for my
What, for you getting home?
for my plans.
Oh, you have other plans?
I need to pick up 1 or 2 things.
You have fire from this area. Because you go from this area, buddy.
I can go Monday.
Yeah, don't.
No, my thing is, if I go into the area, coming out, getting home will be harder than just going straight home.
Yeah.
High hopes, guys. I had high hopes.
All right, thanks so much for tuning in. This has been That Good Morning Tea with Delton
and Vera.
We invite you to join us every week, Saturday. Next week, we're going to be early.
Oh my God, next week, we will know who the Prime Minister of the Bahamas
Next
is.
week, we shall have a new government, hopefully.
You say hopefully.
I mean, because we don't know how the election's going to go. Might be some spoiled ballots and the situation might go awry.
We're hoping that all is said and done
all
by
things
next
go
Saturday.
well.
Yes.
All things go well. Then next Saturday we should know that whether
prayerfully,
it's a new day,
prayerfully.
There's a blackout, whether it's about our future, whether it's about
what's the DNA one?
Change. No, that's
change gonna come.
No, that's coalition.
No. The man who sings the song. It's change.
Oh yeah, I'm Teddy.
Anyway, prayerfully by next Saturday we'll know. I think next Saturday we've got to bring in some more hosts, Delton,
to talk about it.
Yeah, man.
We go for it. We'll invite people.
Have a little panel and see who else can let someone else get blamed for cutting out the mic.
Yeah, that'll be fixed. That's not gonna happen again.
That's Tamishka say it.
Change that makes sense. That's what it is. Thank you so much, Tamishka.
But then coalition is not a blackout. What is it?
They're going with the theme that they want to have a blackout, but they are changes and coming changes here.
Changes are coming, changes here.
Yeah,
change that makes sense.
Yeah, change that makes sense. But
I did a nice little lesson with my students about political slogans and persuasive devices. They thoroughly enjoyed it. They are now designing their own political slogans. Did they pick one? No, they're doing it for their house. I don't want to get in any PLP F&M business. Don't you have no like grandchildren stuff? Do one for your house. Precisely my point. So you do one for your house, for the schoolhouse, for the hurricanes, for the storms. Yeah, do other stuff. Make a name for Jose. Make a name for all these storms that come in. Do something else. Let's not talk about elections. And we've gone another week spared from all hurricanes, actually. All hurricanes. Yeah. And we are grateful once again. Just about a month change left. So anybody else say pray, make sure we pray for a safe and peaceful election. Make sure there's no violence. Y'all act right, man. If your party don't win, it don't win. You'll be all right. You'll be good. Trust me. Because it wouldn't have been the first time. Yeah. It's the first time they lost. They're just going to lose again. It's okay. It's fine. We'll be good. For independence, so they're listening. Because who keeps us? Who keeps us? He hasn't changed.
He's well kept.
No one's voting him in or out. He will not step down from his throne.
No
not
vote
today, not ever.
No vote for Satan. As the old Jamaican song say, Jesus called the election. No vote for Satan.
That's the song?
Yeah. No vote, no vote. No vote for Satan.
You're lying.
No
What?
vote. No vote for Satan. Jesus called an election. No vote for you know that song?
Delton, do I look
It's
like
a song of the ancestors.
I
Man.
say
No vote for Satan.
I'm telling you it's
Jesus
not.
called an election. No vote for Satan. No vote, no vote.
And Delton had that beat on lock just now.
Oh, ready to go, buddy.
How?
Yeah, that's the song. No vote for Satan, buddy.
Well, allow yourself to be led by the
Led
Spirit.
by the Spirit of God.
Led by the
Vote.
Spirit.
And there's polls coming this Thursday. Be led by the Spirit. And do the right thing. But us, Jody, you know that song? You don't actually got a song from Jamaica, Jody.
It's not I can lie. It sounded like the Jamaicans.
I get the song from that's right, Jody.
Jody,
you know that.
you like it. You like
Of
it.
course.
Interesting. Jesus call an election.
No vote for Satan.
No vote for Satan.
We invite you to join us at Life Worship Center tomorrow morning. We are back to 2 services, 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Feel free to join us at anyone. Pick.
Please do join.
But come early if you come in for 8 o'clock, because people be in there early for 8 o'clock. So 8 and 11, join us. Pastor Denzel Roll is the pastor. Pastor Denzel and Lady Robin. And so feel free to join us on this Sunday. So if you want a different experience.
Got that song in my head.
Oh, no, it's catching, ma'am. It's going to be in there. No vote for Satan. Sing it tomorrow. It don't need no part.
Oh,
You
that's
understand?
messy. Don't even say the word vote.
Look how they vote. But until next week, I am he, she is she, we are we. We are God. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. What we leaving with today?
Doesn't have plenty of them things up his sleeve, man.
But the little tough
Them
things.
little, he is he, she is she, we is we.
Is we.
It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I'm writing all of them down. When I go to work, I look cool.
What we leaving with today? We leaving with the operatic tongues?
Yeah,
Operatic tongues always goes good. Yeah,
I had a moment on Sunday I wished I could.
You want to go back?
I had a moment on Sunday where I wished that my capacity would take me higher. I vote for Jesus. Nobody can beat. That's another song.
Hallelujah.
That's the song.
For Jesus.
Same song.
It's not
the second verse of the same song.
A guy beat at the song.
Interesting. That's why I love y'all. That's why I love y'all. So yeah, put them.
Anyway, but we got. I was trying to give us a link and cause get stuck in the traffic.
Yeah. I see what you're trying to do.
While you're there home, so we leaving y'all with the song of the Lord for this week. When the devil goes low, you go high, and so y'all be safe. Have a God-filled week and a glory-filled week. I just keep it locked right here at Glory 93.9 FM. The morning. Good morning to you is done. I am Delton. That's where we go.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.